Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Lopez. I'm a clean beauty advocate and mother of two who loves to talk and learn all things health and wellness. And today I'm going to be doing a full review of PYT Beauty. They just recently rebranded and relaunched their whole entire company and makeup collection. So I went ahead and bought one of everything for you guys so that I could review it, kind of like a first impressions for most of it. I created this makeup look that I'm wearing right here. So if you want to learn about my thoughts on PYT Beauty, and if you like this makeup look and want to see how I created it, then definitely keep on watching. If you find this video helpful, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like the vibe, be sure to subscribe and go ahead and go follow me on Instagram where I share more about clean beauty and healthy living, and we can connect and get to know each other more. I will be listing all the details on everything I used today down below. I'll also have a deep dive into the review on the brand on my blog where I share a lot more about clean beauty and healthy living. So I'll put a link down below for that as well. But PYT Beauty recently decided to rebrand. They did a relaunch last month where they just changed their whole entire focus. They changed their packaging. They got rid of products and introduced new products, and I love it. It has such a fun, youthful look to it. It pops, and they really wanted to relaunch with a sustainability focus. So all of their packaging materials are created with post-consumer recyclable packaging. They use sugarcane-based plastic, which is a renewable resource, and they use that in a lot of their tubes. And they even use a patented ingredient that pre-degrades their plastic to help create almost a 0% plastic footprint. So I think that's pretty awesome. I love seeing more brands doing this. More brands are following suit, and PYT Beauty really just decided like, hey, we're just going to totally reevaluate everything we do here and work towards being a more conscious brand. All of their products are cruelty-free and vegan, hypoallergenic. They use all clean ingredients. They're super affordable. So their most expensive product, which is their eyeshadow palettes right now, are only $28. So all their makeup is under $30, and you could find it at Ulta. They have it at Credo Beauty. It's at Macy's, and now they just launched in Target. It's so easily accessible, and I love that for the clean beauty movement because it's making more people aware, and it's telling these other brands that are more affordable, like in the drugstores, like, hey, you need to step it up, because we got brands like PYT Beauty coming out with all these amazing ingredients and amazing packaging. So I knew that I had to go and buy one of everything, try it all out for you guys, and give you guys my thoughts on the performance of the products. And I did recently get accepted to their affiliate program, which I'm so excited because I love their products so much. So I have a link down below. If you decide to purchase through my link, you can get 25% off your first purchase, which is huge because it's already super affordable, and they have free shipping over $30. So you're gonna be most likely spending more than $30. You're gonna be saving 25%. You're gonna get free shipping. I got you hooked up, don't you even worry. So let's go ahead and get into this makeup look. I love the way that it turned out. And actually, I'm recording this intro hours after I did the makeup look because I had to run to an appointment. So it's been, let me see, it is 3:45 right now, and I finished doing this makeup look at like 11, and I've been driving around. I worked up a sweat a little bit, and everything stayed in place really well. I didn't have flaking. The eyeshadows are all still super pigmented and beautiful. I did reapply the lipstick right before this because I had ate and stuff like that, and I wanted it to look fresh. When I started, I had no idea what I was gonna create, but I love the way it turned out. I think that their new look is just so youthful and like vibrant, and they have like some fun different colors for their mascaras and eyeliners and in their eyeshadow palette, so you could really get creative and create some fun looks. Well, anyways, without further ado, let's get into how I created this makeup look. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with their primer. And this primer, the packaging says it has hyaluronic acid, jojoba seed oil, coconut oil, aloe, geranium oil. It's silicone free. It's made with 29% recycled plastic. and it says that it has a serum-like texture that's going to help smooth and even the skin for better makeup application. And can we just talk about this packaging? It's so cute. It's really vibrant. I love the new packaging on all of the products, and most of these products are actually going to be a first impression for me because I've only used like PYT Beauty's older products and loved them. And then recently I had been playing around with their eyeshadow palette. I've had their glitter gels for a while, but some of the products I loved have been discontinued. Now they have new products, so we're going to check them out and see what I think. And it's going to be kind of like a first impression. This is the primer, and it comes in this bottle. It looks like a squeeze tube, but it has a pump on it. So first I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand to kind of see. And it did come out like a serum. So it feels very soft. I like the texture. It's much different than any other primer that I have. I'll have to see how the lasting power is over time. It's gonna be hard to tell that, like, obviously in this video. Okay, so I'm just going to apply that all over the skin, and it really is like they say, it feels like a serum. So I'm just gonna let that kind of dry down a little bit. It has a little bit of tackiness. It is starting to dry down. It was really wet at first. I don't know if it made a difference in my skin, the way it looks necessarily. Kind of feel like it looks the same. Now I don't know if it'll help like the rest of my makeup adhere better, but since I don't have foundation and concealer, I'm just gonna go in with my usual favorites. The Beauty Counter foundation concealer, I have a video all about their foundation. These are just like my holy grail. They're so amazing. I'll link it down below if you're interested. And I am a Beauty Counter consultant, so if you have if you need shade cards, shade recommendations, help with anything, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on here. My Instagram DMs are probably the best way to get a hold of me quickly. But yeah, so I'm just gonna apply this really quick and then we will move on to the other products. Okay, so now that I've got my base laid down, I'm going to look at their brow products. They now launched this brow pencil. It has this spoolie on one end of it, and then on the other end it has this kind of squared off tip. So we'll see how this goes. It might be a little like thick for me. I haven't used one that's like this, but I got the shade black, so hopefully it's not too black. There it is right there. So I'm just gonna kind of go into my brows with light strokes. So my initial thoughts on the brow pencil, which mind you, this is a first impression, so I need to kind of get used to it. I haven't honestly used a brow pencil in a long time. I usually use like a pomade or a brow gel. The color is there. My brow looks pretty good right now, but it doesn't feel as creamy as like what I'm used to. It is kind of waxy like, so it feels like it'll help like your eyebrows kind of stay in place. But yeah, it's not like, it doesn't glide as smoothly as like what I'm used to and what I typically prefer. But for like an affordable brow pencil, it's pretty nice. And like I said, I feel like I just need to like get used to it in general. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other brow and then we will get on to the brow gel. So I did like the way that my brows turned out. They look very bold and defined. And yeah, so overall I liked it. It just wasn't as creamy. Like I felt like I had to kind of like go over it quite a few times, apply a lot of pressure. Now I like a very bold brow. So if you like more of a very soft brow, then maybe that'll work better for you. But overall, it ended up turning out good. So now I'm gonna go to their brow gel. It says they use 37% recycled plastic for this, and it is a clear brow gel. They did not offer like tinted brow gel options. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into that. So the formula is very wet and it feels like it applied a really good amount of product. We'll have to wait like a few minutes as I do my makeup to see kind of how it dries down and like how strong the hold is. Let's go ahead and move into the eyes, which is I'm excited about and also nervous because I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's so many pretty colors. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my eyes. But the first product that I'm going to talk about is their eye primer. And so this is their Baby Got Base eye primer. And there's not a lot of eye primers in Clean Beauty, and I actually don't own any. So I'm excited to try this. I didn't put anything, well, I did kind of clean up my eyebrows with concealer, but there's nothing on the lid of my eye. Don't mind me, that's my other concealer, but this is the eye primer. It feels like it has a sticky base to it. It has a little bit of a light tint to it. I'm curious to see how that would work out for darker skin tones, but it seems to dry pretty clear. It seems pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that to my eye area. I'm definitely gonna need a mirror because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so it's very creamy. It looks like it created a nice base for my eye. It has a sticky texture to it, so it seems like shadows are going to stick well to it. It did take me a while to blend it out with my finger. I kind of felt like it was like a little bit messy, but once I got it like all blended in, it felt fine. I don't know if I applied too much or what. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Maybe I'm applying too much because it kind of seems like a lot. Okay, yeah, so the second eye was kind of the same. It took me a long time to blend it out. I think I put too much product. A little goes a long way, but they both just feel like I have a nice tacky base. Now we're going to look at the PYT Beauty eyeshadow palette. They came out with several eyeshadow palettes. This one's the one that caught my eye. It just has like, I don't know, spring vibes to it. It has a couple unique colors that I don't have. So it's got some pretty gold and peachy tones. It's got like a blue and a pink and like this blue, and this lavender color really stood out to me. So it has a lot of unique shades. So this palette is called Party in the Nude. I love the fun, playful look that it has. It's made with 15% recycled plastic and composed of pre-degraded plastic. It gives you instructions on how to recycle it. It has jojoba seed oil, sunflower seed oil, and vitamin E. We're just gonna start by playing around with this palette and see where it gets us. There's a lot of other fun like eye products, so I'm excited to try them all out. I'm just gonna start by applying this base color right here. I'm just gonna apply that kind of all over to just set the base that I put, because like I said, it was like pretty sticky, so I feel like it probably needs to be set. I feel like that primer is really going to bring the pigment out in your eyeshadows, because I noticed right away that that eyeshadow was like very pigmented, even though it was just like a cream color. It really laid it down nicely, and I've already been playing with this eyeshadow palette before I started using the primer, and I didn't notice that it was as pigmented as it kind of applied right now. So I'm guessing the eye primer has something to do with that. So now that I have that set, I'm gonna go into this color right here. It's kind of like a mauve color. It's very light, looks like a really nice transition color. And I'm gonna go ahead and touch that lavender too, just because I haven't really used it yet and it looks really pretty. And I'm kind of just going to mimic what I did on the top, on the bottom. So I'm just going to use these two shades on the bottom. So now I'm going to warm it up a little bit. I'm going to use like this peachy pink shade right into the crease, a little bit more defined instead of just like blended everywhere. That one gives such a fun pop of color. It's the perfect spring shade. I've been wearing it all the time. And I'm going to go ahead and buff that same color underneath the eye as well. And then I'm going to use this color too. Okay, so I have all these fun colors, and you know I have to do something with this. So I think I'm going to see what that looks like all over the lid. I may regret this, but we're just gonna go with it. I just want this to be like a very fun eyeshadow look. And so far it looks good. I'm just using my finger to kind of set that down, and then I'll go in with a brush afterwards. But I really love the mattes in this palette. Like I said, I've already been playing with it, so I'll swatch for you, but I'll tell you ahead of time that I'm not like a big fan of the shimmer colors. I feel like they can't be worn by themselves, so they have to be layered on top of something because they're not like very full pigmented. I feel like they're more of like a sheer shimmer or like a shimmer topper, and that's not really like my favorite. So I'm not a huge fan of the shimmers, but the mattes are really nice. They are, I mean, it's kind of what you would expect from a palette at this price point. You could make some fun looks with it. You know, it's only $28, so you could do some really fun looks. It's got, you know, a decent amount of pigment, but it's not gonna deliver the super like high quality creaminess and blendability that more expensive eyeshadow palettes do. But either way, I've been loving it, and I'm just not like a huge fan of the shimmers. They're not really my jam. The mattes are so fun, and like they have some unique colors that I don't have in any of my collections, and I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, so I really love that. And I'm gonna go ahead just to show you guys how the shimmers apply. I'm gonna do this blue shimmer. So see, I'm getting a pretty deep swatch of it, and I'll show you how it applies. So as you can see, it's not full pigment. It's like a sheer pigment, and that was with like a lot of digs with my finger. I'll show you another one, like this gold color. So it's very sheer, but it's still super pretty. I'm just gonna take this shimmery blue, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top of the blue that I'm doing. So that's what that looks like. I kind of just put it on the inner part of it. I didn't like spread it out all the way until the end. Okay, and then I want to show you their glitter gels. I've been using these for a long time. This is the old packaging, but I just wanted to incorporate it somehow. They have like a white iridescent, they have a pink, and then they have the gold one. I really love them. They are like very wham bam in your face glittery gels. So I think I'm gonna just like put a little bit in the corners of my eye. I feel like that would be like a fun little thing to do here. So we'll see, I may regret it afterwards. I feel like I'm trying to incorporate so many different products that I don't know if they're all gonna go, but we're just gonna go with it and wing it. So there is the glitter gel. This is starting to turn into like a full-on festival look. Don't know if there'll be festivals this year, but hey, we're creating a PYT Beauty festival look. I mean, sometimes you just gotta have fun with your makeup. And it's about to get even crazier because I purchased their blue liner and their blue mascara. So this is their blue liner and their blue mascara. So I'm gonna start with the blue liner. And let's see, I have so many swatches on my hand right now. There it is. It looks really pretty. I'm kind of scared of how this is gonna turn out, but now I'm going to add a blue wing to all of this. Let's go ahead and just wing it out. Please forgive my dirty mirror, but it's stained with makeup fingerprints. So because it's white, and that's why you don't have a white makeup mirror. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this, and it's like really hard for me to do it on camera, so I'm gonna apply this and then I will let you know what I think. This is the winged liner. I love it. It's so fun. I don't have any colored winged liners. Definitely the tip itself is not for like newbies. It was a little hard for me to control. I'm not great at doing winged liner, but I figured it out. I got it to work. I definitely was not going to be able to do it on camera at an angle while you guys could see, but overall I really liked the way it went on. It's super pigmented. It's a bright like dark blue, and it just looks so cool. I actually really like the way that this makeup look is turning out. The next item is going to be their blue mascara now. So here it is. I just thought that it was so fun and different, so I had to just get the blue stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the mascara now. Okay, so I'm super sad because a bunch of my filming just like completely didn't even record. I just applied the bronzer and the blush and I was so excited. I did swatches and everything and it didn't record. So first off, the mascara is really cool. I love the way it looks. I don't know if you could like see it really good, but it's blue, so cool. I love the way that the eyes turned out. I have really like dark eyelashes and it didn't fully cover them, but it still was like super pigmented. So you could see like a little bit of the darkness from my eyelashes peeking through, but besides that, it gave me good length to my lashes. And then I was showing off the bronzer. So this is their Faux Sun Bronzer Duo, and I believe they only had one shade of this. So it has this lighter shade and it has a nice like satin feel to it, and then it has a darker shade. So those are the two shades right there. The light one has a little bit of a shimmer to it, and then the darker one, I don't believe it has any shimmer, it's matte. So I had just mixed it all together with this and I applied it, which I wish you could have just seen it by itself, but it's really pretty. It was very satin and smooth on the face. Now, bronzer shows up really easily on me, and it was a pretty good pigment, but I'm not sure how it'll show up on like darker skin tones, so maybe they should like expand their bronzer range. But besides that, it looked really, really pretty. And then I applied the blush, which such cute packaging. This is the shade Head Rush, so it's a peach with golden undertones, and I am obsessed. Like, look at that. You don't even need a highlight. It just gave me like this golden highlight. This is gonna be so pretty during the summer. I mean, I'm just obsessed with it. I'm gonna be wearing this all the time now. Let me go ahead and swatch it again for you guys, and you didn't get to see the first swatch or the application, which I'm so mad about. But there it is right there. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Blush, bronzer, phenomenal. And now I'm going to apply their lipstick for the final. Oh, actually, there's two more things. So this is one of their lipsticks. So I guess one flaw that they have is like they don't have the names of the shades on the lipstick. It's only on like the plastic packaging, and I can't even find which one this is, but I'll link it down below and I will put the shade name down below. So it comes with a lipstick on one side. I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, where can I even swatch that? Okay, I'm just gonna swatch it right here. So it feels very moisturizing. This is like a peach coral shade. And then on this side, it has a gloss. Just like that. Let me go ahead and swatch the gloss for you. So the gloss matches the lipstick. I love shades like this, so I'm really excited. Very creamy on the lips. So there's the lipstick. And now I'm gonna do the gloss. Okay, so this is the final lipstick look. It's not sticky at all. It's very moisturizing, and this is how the makeup turned out, everything together. This is a really fun spring look. And the last product that I have here is their new setting spray. So this is their one and done setting spray. It's supposed to help protect from pollution and blue light, has antioxidants and nourishing ingredients in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shake and then spray it. Whew, okay, it's a pretty vicious spray. Hopefully that didn't do any damage to my beautiful makeup here, but it felt really refreshing. It has like a floral scent to it, and hopefully it wasn't too aggressive for my face, because I just felt like it sprayed out really strong instead of being like a fine mist. But overall, it looks fine on my skin. I don't have like splatters all over my face or anything like that. I really loved all of the products. I would say my favorites were the blush. Like the blush is just incredible. The blue liner and mascara was so much fun. I really loved that. The bronzer was nice. Lipstick was nice. Oh, I never got to tell you how the brow gel set. It actually set really well. It's not like too strong. It doesn't look like it left like a film on my brows or left it like matted down. It feels like it has a really great hold. The eyeshadow palette was really fun. Like I said, the quality of it like isn't super creamy or like super pigmented, but it still performed really well and I was able to create a fun look with it. I still have to figure out like about the actual face primer, like if that makes my makeup like any different. The spray, it's already dried down, so the spray feels pretty nice. It did come out kind of strong, but overall it felt refreshing and it seemed to help my makeup blend in really nice. I really did like the eye primer. At first I wasn't sure because it was like really messy and took me a while to blend it in, but I felt like it gave more pigment to the shadows, which you definitely need with this palette. So overall, everything had a really good review. I will link and put everything that I tried down below. And don't forget, if you purchase through my link, you can get 25% off. So definitely check that out and save yourself some money because the products are already super affordable. But I love what PYT Beauty is doing with their packaging. I think that it's so nice and innovative. I love seeing more and more brands doing this. I love their fun, like youthful vibe. They have affordable products that you could find like at Target and all of that. So I think that they are doing a lot of awesome good things and I'm super happy to be like an affiliate with them and I am excited to keep playing with these products. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like the vibe, be sure to subscribe. Make sure to go check out my blog for more clean beauty and healthy living and all the details on this look, and I will see you in my next video.